And we back talking sports. So NBA Cup was today. I was able to catch one game, the night game. I missed the Knicks and Magic, but yeah. So it looks like it'll be the Knicks and the Spurs in the NBA Cup Finals, whatever that means. But the Knicks handle business. They got a double-digit win over Magic. Um, All five starters were in double figures. Jalen Brunson had a phenomenal game, 16 and 27, 40% from three, 2 of 5, 6 of 9 from the free throw line, 40 points, 8 assists, only 2 turnovers. Mikal Bridges was 7 of 13, 16 points. Karl Anthony Towns was 9 of 11, super efficient, 52 of 4 from three, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 29 points, 1 block. OG Anunoby back. Salute motion and my boy Chris in the building. Um, Josh Hart, I'm glad they put him back in the starting lineup. 6 of 12 on the field, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 and 4 stocks. That's all you need to know. Orlando Suggs had 26, Anthony Black 12, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Wendell Carter 14 points. Paolo had 25 and 8 rebounds. Desmond Bain, he had 18, 7 assists, but they were turning the ball over a lot. They had, you know what I'm saying? They didn't shoot that well from three. The 3-point shot will be everything and rebounding. But yeah, the Knicks they get a big win. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, it might have been Chris. But yeah, good win from the Knicks. Uh, I want to talk about this Spurs Thunder game. The Spurs and the Thunder. Um, this was a great game. I actually watched most of this game. This was a great game. Um, but it lets me know this though. It lets me know this. I'm not. I'm gonna say this, and people gonna think I'm crazy. No, Wemby played. He must have got injured like really, really towards the end, like in the last couple seconds, because he was playing. Yeah, you might not know, but he was playing. He been gone for the whole month. Yeah, yeah, Chris, you got to catch up. He ain't played in the whole month. But yeah, Wimby, he looked good out there. He looked good, not gonna lie. But the Spurs, the Thunder did actually a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? Caruso, but they don't have anybody, they don't have size. That's the thing that I believe OKC is gonna get hurt with. They struggle with the size and rebounding. That's how you can get that's how you will be able to beat them. If I'm gonna say this, and people gonna think it's crazy. If you have size, a young core, if you have size, a young core, and rebounding, you can beat OKC. Size, a young core, and with a superstar, you have to have a superstar like a Nikola Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Like a SGA. I mean, like a Wembanyama. You know what I'm saying? Like a KD. You know what I'm saying? If you have a superstar young core, rebounding, and you play great defense, you can beat OKC. Not many teams have that. I think the Spurs do. They have a great young core, a superstar over there in Wembanyama. They play great defense. They have size, and I think they would give OKC a trouble in 7-game series. Would I pick them? No, because OKC is still OKC, regardless of what happened tonight. It still was an entertaining game, very, very entertaining game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's what you have. You had then like my Pistons, young core, superstar, size, plays defense. I can't wait to February 25th to the Pistons play OKC. We play the Lakers at the end of this month, so I'll definitely be I might stream that game depending on how I'm feeling. But this was a great game, absolutely great game. Now I'm gonna do my top 5 teams from the Western Conference. Yeah, I'm gonna do my top 5 teams from the Western Conference. I'm not gonna go all the way deep like I did in the first video, but I'm actually gonna switch up after tonight. Like I kind of switched up my top 5 teams. Five. I'm actually gonna go with the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think they're actually a really good team. A really good team. I know Ant-Man is hurt and everything like that. But I think they're a very good team. I think they are a top 5 team in the Eastern Conference. Take that back. Yeah, I think no, I'm gonna keep going with Minnesota. I'm gonna go with Minnesota. Minnesota though, they need to get healthy. I still think they need a point guard. And I think they'll be fine. Of course, they made the Western Conference Finals the last 2 years, so you can't sleep on them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go with Minnesota as number 5 team in the West. I know people gonna be like, I get it. I get it. I just think Minnesota is slightly better than them. He is gonna be great, but at the same time, it is a blueprint for Wemby. Like if you look at how the Spurs play him, I mean not the Spurs. If you look at how OKC play him, or really the Suns. Go watch that Suns game on how they play him. You know what I'm saying? It is a way to frustrate him. You gotta have size though. OKC don't have any size like that, bro. They got a lot of scrappy defenders. They got a great team defense, a lot of guard scrappy defenders. They don't have a lot of front court, you know what I'm saying, defenders that could guard Wemby. Chet cannot guard Wemby at all. Nobody can do nothing with Wemby. They don't have enough physical size and stuff like that. Like imagine Wemby trying to back down Beef Stew or Jalen Duren. You know what I'm saying? That's totally different than backing down Chet or Isaiah Hartenstein. The 2025-2026 Minnesota Timberwolves are 8th in offensive rating, 13th in defensive rating, and 7th in net rating. They're 16-9. I believe that they are a top 5 team in the West when fully healthy. He could put on weight, but it ain't gonna be this year. He's already 225. I mean, he's already 220. Some people just got that grown man strength. He can put on as much weight as he want to. He not backing down Beef Stew or Jalen Duren. He gonna have to shoot over them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 8th in offensive rating, 13th in defensive rating, a plus 4.9. That's 7th. Yeah, I'm really feeling what Minnesota is doing, especially what they did to my Warriors, winning without Ant-Man. They still look really good. Julius Randle running the form. So yeah, I got Minnesota at the fifth best team. And I think they have a good defense, good offense. They just need a point guard to make it more fluid. 4. Four actually got the Lakers. Did I have the Lakers? No, Houston. I'm sorry, not the Lakers. Houston. Yeah, the Houston Rockets. I like their defense. They're 4th in points per game, 2nd in opponents' points per game. They have a really good team. Of course, you know they got Shane Goon over there, KD. I like how they've been playing. You know what I'm saying? It was slow starting off, but they ended up, you know what I'm saying, getting it together. And I think Houston Rockets are another team I think that could beat OKC in a 7-game series. You know what I'm saying? They have the size. They have a young core. They play great defense. You know what I'm saying? I think any of those teams have a good chance, but I don't think it's a lot of those teams. I think Houston is one. Detroit is another. I think Houston, Detroit is another. I think the Spurs are another. The Knicks could be one. They could be one, but I don't believe they play consistent defense enough. And I don't think they have the size. You know what I'm saying? And the defenders. So I really think the Pistons, Houston. Yeah, the Pistons, Houston, the Spurs. If Franz Wagner came back, you know what I'm saying? But they don't have a superstar. So I would say those 3 right there. Houston, Spurs, and the Pistons. No, OKC is definitely still a problem. Like, definitely. But Houston, they have the 2nd best offensive rating, 123, 6th best defensive rating, and a plus 10.4. That's net rating. That's 2nd. Houston, you see what KD has done for their offense, bro. You see what KD has done for their shooting, their points per game. Houston, I think, is going to be a very, very good team in the playoffs because everything slows down. You know what I'm saying? Everything slows down. You know what I'm saying? Less possessions, more physicality, and everything like that. And their offense has been better. So shout out to Houston. Number 3, I got the Denver Nuggets. I know people gonna get mad. Like, how you got the Denver Nuggets? Blah, 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 this. Because the other 2 teams I think are better than them. The Denver Nuggets have a 119 offensive rating. That's 4th of 30 teams. Their defensive rating is 22nd. Now you see why I don't have them above the top 2 teams. Their defensive rating is 22nd. Their net rating is top 10. Their offense is top 10. Their defense is 22nd. I don't trust the Nuggets defense in the playoffs. I'm sorry. I hate when Basketball Reference does this. I really hate when Basketball Reference does this. They will put you on there instead of putting the team from this season. They put it for last season. Okay, their offensive rating is first, 126, but their defensive rating is 18th, which means they're in the lower half. They have a top 3 net rating, but their defense is what I don't trust. Yeah, we beat them already too. And I don't believe that, if I'm being real, I believe we have the people to throw at KD. We have the people to throw at Jabari. We have the people to throw at Amin. We have defenders everywhere, bro. So I believe we could be able to. I believe we could be able to beat Houston. Um, yeah, I don't believe in their defense. If I'm being totally honest, I don't believe in their defense at all, bro. At all. So and the top 2 teams is the team that played tonight, bro. That's what I believe. The top 2 teams are the teams that played tonight. 2, I got the Spurs, and 1, I got OKC. That's unanimous. Even with that loss, that's still unanimous. Shout out to the Spurs, though, but OKC is still the best team. I know Sav is happy as hell right now. Shout out my boy Sav. He's a San Antonio fan. But the Spurs look great tonight. They played amazing defense. They played amazing defense on the Thunder. The Thunder played amazing defense back. Don't get me twisted. It was an amazing defensive game. But the Spurs just made a couple more plays than them. They made a couple more plays. Yeah, they made a couple more plays. That's all. Yeah, they made a couple more plays than OKC. Now the Spurs have a 119 offensive rating. That's 6th. Their defensive rating is actually 14th. They have a solid defense, but I think it might go up after tonight. Like it might go up. I think they'll probably go up to somewhere 12th, 13th, 12th, something like that. Their net rating is top 10. So their offense is top. The offensive rating is top 10. They're 14th in defensive rating, which is solid, very solid. Yeah. So, and this is what I said. I said with Wemby, they are a contender. Without Wemby, they're a really great team. So, without Wemby, they still a playoff team in my eyes. They've shown that. But with Wemby, they are a contender. You see what happened tonight. If you didn't watch this game, go watch it. The Spurs, this wasn't just no fluke win by the Spurs. They played tough defense. They have a great young core. OKC struggled to get some of these rebounds because of their size and scrappiness. And I think that is the key to trying to beat OKC. I think the Spurs, Houston, and the Pistons have that DNA. Now you got some people like the Lakers who just have, superstars, and they just have one-of-one superstars, or they just have so much offense that, they could just overwhelm you. But they don't have the depth. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Yeah, and last but not least, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, they just lost, but it's a second loss of the year. You know what I'm saying? cut them some slack. It's their second loss of the year. You know what I'm saying? But OKC just they fourth in offensive rating, first in defensive rating, and first in net rating. What else do I need to say? Oh, that's for sure. We can come out the East. That's for sure. And just so y'all, you know what I'm saying, can see how good we are as a team, because I see people be talking about our offense. We scored 142 points yesterday. 142. Yeah, that was us. Our offensive rating is 118. That's ninth. So we have a top 10 offensive rating. Defensive rating is 111.9. That's second. And net rating is plus 6.2. That's fifth. So we have a top five have the second best defensive rating, a top 10 offense, a top 5 defense. Just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Yep, they lack a center. That's it. If OKC get a center, it's curtains, bro. Because they're gonna have trouble with Wemby. They're going to have trouble. They're gonna have trouble with Wemby. And the difference is SGA dropped 30 tonight. If y'all didn't notice that though, like SGA didn't have a problem scoring. And he didn't have that many free throws. The problem is they made him take a lot of 3-point shots too. Like he wasn't able to get to the mid range like he normally was able to. You know what I'm saying? And it was a real close game. Caruso got a big steal. They missed a layup that could have put them up one with like 1 minute left, and the Spurs kind of capitalized on that. But yeah, man, I think at the end, my finals prediction is Pistons and OKC. Oh, if y'all didn't know that, that's my finals prediction. Pistons, OKC. That's my finals prediction. My ECF is Pistons, Knicks. My WCF is probably gonna be Spurs, Thunder. What just happened tonight? I think that's gonna be the WCF. Barring my Warriors making some type of crazy trade, I think it's gonna be the Spurs and the Thunder. Yeah. Yeah, it was two great defensive games, man. But they was poking Wemby. Wemby had a few turnovers. They was ripping Wemby. I ain't gonna lie. They was ripping Wemby a little bit. But Wemby, that block he had on Chet, it's just ridiculous, bro. Like, stop comparing them two, bro. He destroyed Chet every time they match up. Like, just stop. I'm out though. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. They definitely can, Chris. Definitely can. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. You know, the Pistons won again. Shout out to Spurs. Not shout out to the Knicks. Fuck y'all. Real talk. Yes, sir. You know what's up. You know what's up, Knick fans. You know what's up.